Oh, carpenter wasn't kind. Those cages with hands that shine. Passing knowledge down the line. Just build it, you'll be fine.
Just build it.
Wooden nails and weathered hands taught me how to make my plans. Said don't worry, don't you fret, and just build it, don't forget.
Just build it.
Just build it, don't you fear.
Just build it.
Wisdom's what you hear. With every nail and every screw, just build it, it's all you.
Take your time and be patient. You're not going to get it right the first time, but the learning process that goes along with it is so much fun. Just build it.
Well, hello, Mr. Cross. What the heck is going on over there?
Hey, Bill, what's happening? Hi, everybody.
Somehow November happened. That's what happened.
Man, what a year, right?
I don't know what happened.
Where the heck did that summer go?
Well, you know what? We did, through this video series, we did document summer dramatically, like 127-degree garage days.
From the heat, from the rain and snow to the heat and the, yeah, boy, it's been a year, huh?
Oh, well, folks, this is episode 40, and this is going to be the closing episode of season
wait a minute.
1.
How many episodes?
40.
Shut the front door.
40.
Holy smokes. This was just supposed to be a weekend thing, Bill.
Yeah, I checked. It's been 40.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, James and I are going to be taking some time off with for the holidays, and there's going to be a Madagascar trip in there. So
yes,
we've got a real busy winter here. But have no fear. We intend to come back, and it's probably going to be in February. But what you're going to have is a refreshed DIY, guys. And, you know, we're going to be taking a break, but we've already started a list of the shows we want to do. So,
yes.
You know what?
And if you got any shows out there, folks, please give us some ideas of things that you'd like to see. You know, we've been asking this. Nobody's been telling us nothing, so we keep making them up. But it's time for you guys to get involved. Let's see some of your projects. You got something great, man. We'll bring you on the show and we'll put it at the top of the list. You know, we'll critique it or help you with any of the ideas that you might have.
That's a lot of fun. We'd love to have your stuff on here. Now, James, let's go back.
Oh,
back in
how
time.
far back, Bill? I'm pretty old.
I'm not too back. To the beginning of this show. We're going to do this is going to be a yearbook episode. We're going to talk about where we've been.
Okay.
And so actually, I just want to ask you, do you remember how this show started?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Because I don't.
It's probably one of my best memories since I got old.
Oh, really? Okay.
It started with you hitting me up because you were scrolling through Instagram and saw my bucket fogger.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes.
And you did a little show with the Chameleon Wrangler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's where it all started. And then after we did that one, you hit me up a couple weeks later and said, "Hey," and you came up with this fantastic idea of DIY Chameleon guys, and I was all in.
Wow. Okay, so I remember seeing this bucket fogger, and the thing I loved about it was the same water receptacle for a mister and a fogger, and that had been on my mind. And I said, okay, I want to do this. This is a project I want to show my community. And then I said, wait a minute, someone's already done it, so I'm not going to go through the effort of doing it. I'm just going to call up this guy.
Yep. and I'd already been following you for a little while. You know, I think you knew who I was on your on the Chameleon Academy lives, and I was bugging you there a little bit, funning with you. And yeah, it just took off from there.
And yeah, so I don't know how in the world that got turned into a show, but
You did
honestly,
it, Bill. You did it.
the way things work with me is I come up with this great idea, and by the end of the day, it's committed and planned and halfway filmed. So uh, there may have been nothing more than, "Hey, James, you want to do this?" And you say yes, and I say, "Okay, let's do it."
Right? That's exactly how I think it played out. It was I overkilled it. We never even aired that first bunch of stuff that I did. I think I spent a week or two filming right here in my driveway, step by step to do stuff, but it was just too long, too much involved, and it was really hard to do by myself. And somehow that fell into the weekly episodes that we got. But boy, we sure figured something out, didn't we?
Our first episode was February 14th of this year, Valentine's
Wow.
Day.
Oh my goodness.
So we have been doing this every week without fail. We didn't miss any weeks for since February 14th.
That's insane. Who does that?
I crazy people. Well, but ask, when you first started, what did you think you're going to get out of doing this?
You know, really what happened was is that I started seeing this community start to come together. Um, and for me, getting out of it was some of the coolest, friendliest chameleon people that I ever could have imagined. I ended up becoming friends, and I mean online, offline, internet, phone calls on the weekends, birthday parties. I became part of a community of people that I hadn't seen before. You know, there's a lot of angry, disgruntled, crazy people on the internet, and they aren't here.
Mhm.
Um, and I just found, and with your mentorship, because you have to look back at yourself too, Bill. You're an icon in the chameleon world, and for all of us that are following you, you actually brought this positivity that I don't think I've seen anywhere in any reptile community. So, what I got out of
Appreciate
it
that.
was my friendship with you, my friendship with some of the with most of the people that come to your live shows, and I'm feel very very fortunate to get that opportunity.
Well, appreciate that. Um, what I thought I'd get out of this, uh, like I said before, I had no concept of what I was going to get out of this. It was like, it's a good idea. Let's do it. And that is
it,
literally the
it
depth of my thought. But I have found as we've gone through this and come to this point, it has been an amazing community that's gotten together at 5 a.m. every
hmm
single Wednesday.
and it
It,
keeps growing.
it's growing. The same people are there. It's like this is a lot of fun to meet our people.
Hmm.
It's like it's our people on Wednesday mornings. And I will say something that has been very gratifying that I've loved watching is you.
What?
Figment, I want everybody to go back to that first episode on Chameleon Academy that was about fog. It was like that was the chameleon hour back when I was doing chameleon hours, like an hour of chameleon stuff. And the first time James got on camera, it looked like it was painful.
In general, we would have them last 6 or 7 months. They would expire and we would buy more. After a few years of that, feeling quite guilty, we started doing more and more research, and of course the internet came out. That's when things completely changed for me. Now I build custom enclosures no matter what the cost, and I only keep a few animals. That way I can focus my time and attention on them.
And he did fine, but you could tell
I was scared to death. I
this
didn't know
was
what I was doing.
this was not his natural habitat.
No, sir.
And I think you've all who have grown with the show now see what he is now. It's
Yeah.
like you can't contain him.
Oh, geez! Listen to what Bill says. Oh my God! Do not touch the power. Yeah.
He's just all over the place. And so it has been an amazing it's been amazing to watch that transformation. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah, you brought out some characteristics in me that I thought I left back in high school.
That's right. Come to the Chameleon Academy and regain your youth, immaturity
Right?
youth, whatever it is.
uh,
Oh, so looking back, what are the episodes that you remember?
okay, one of my favorite episodes. Well, obviously, The Fogfather. Okay,
Yep,
because
that
that
was it.
became my iconic.
Yep.
And if you know, and that was all really started with Mikey Ben and Eliza Ann and the cloak and the Illuminati
Oh yeah.
and yeah, and all of that stuff. That first Fogfather episode where they anointed me the name Fogfather um, really has an amazing place in my heart. That will never go away, and I've for this day forward will always be known as the Fogfather. But that episode, the Mikey Ben 3D episode, was really an interesting one because I knew nothing about 3D printing, so I was at a loss.
Mhm.
Um, Another one of my favorite episodes was Stephanie Payne's freaking pull stuff out of the
Oh yeah.
garbage and make it beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, that episode was just that just shows the character of the people that we have around us. They're creative people, and to be able to do something that you're not talented in that I've been doing construction for 40 years, so I got a kind of a head start on everybody doing this kind of stuff. But when you see somebody who just stops and picks up a couple of French doors out of the garbage and turns it into a beautiful habitat, who can touch that, you
Or
know?
or how about someone who just decides, you know what, I'm gonna do a resin mold thing
Right,
in my
right,
garage.
right. I'm gonna figure this out, and I did it. Yeah, Marcia.
That
What
was
the
Marcia
heck?
Ann, and the Neymar cricket feeder. It's like, oh my goodness. I mean, I thought that was a 3D printing thing. No, she
Uh-uh.
actually made a whole. I don't know what would we call it? A gyro.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
have to go watch
a
the episode
spinner
again.
thingy,
And it's,
right?
what the heck?
You know?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
she really well. You know what? I just ordered three more.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Nice.
so
Nice.
you know, it's that was really a good episode too. What was your favorite episode?
Oh, I. I think I will say some of my favorite episodes were the lessons learned episodes where I actually went off and learned how simple it's not. And I had to come back going, okay, well, this is what happened.
You mean the rainforest?
Yeah, the
The
leaky,
Titanic?
yeah, the leaky drainage drain, that kind of stuff. Uh,
Yeah, but that was a great episode too because it showed you that if you really want to do it, that you can do it.
the planter box cage. I've been doing
The-
that design for almost 10 years now.
mm,
And after having that discussion with you, having that episode with you, I went out and it was so much better.
mm-hmm,
And that is what excites me is being always growing and finding different ways of doing it and better ways of doing it. It's like
mm-hmm.
that just excites me.
Yeah.
So, uh, I have loved learning about screws, paint, wood, all of these things of shelving and how to make a roll out shelf. And it's like all of these things together have enriched my life. And yeah, sometimes I use the wrong word. It's not acetone, it's lacquer
Yeah, lacquer thinner.
lacquer theory. Okay, so there may be trouble in the kitchen when I
Well,
get in
yeah,
there.
yeah. One will burn your eyes out. The other one just evaporates.
Yeah, okay. Hey, you know what?
Hey.
You learn new things every day, right?
Right. Yeah.
And and well, I'll ask, do you have a vision for where you'd like to see this going?
I do. I can't let it go. I kind of was thinking about, I did this for the academy. This has got nothing to do with James. James did this for this community, because I wanted to give back to the community and the people, yourself, Bill, that gave so much to me. And so I kind of thought I was going to do a couple of episodes and this thing was going to fade away. And I'm tired right now. We did pull off an episode every week for a whole freaking summer. Um, and so there's a few things that of my own personal life that needs to get caught up on. Okay, a lot of things.
Yes.
My honeydew list is like, but yeah, for the future, I think we're gonna
You
take it
didn't
up to.
tell her that you're not doing your honeydew list because you're doing your bill do list.
So
Don't
you
get me in
heard her.
trouble.
Sometimes she would get in the car out here and rev the engine before she left just to interrupt the show. Look at me and leave. but but in all reality, she followed the show too, and she sees what's going on with this community, and she sees me happy instead of coming home being the grumpy carpenter from work every day. I come home with enthusiasm and she sees all the positive comments that people are making, and it's really made a difference in both our lives, and of course now my chameleoning went from just getting a couple, and riding it out till I retire, to now I'm part of a community, man. I got to do something more, you know I need to be involved in this because these people are awesome. So yes, for the future, I want to do other people's builds. One thing for sure, I want to help other people through builds. Another thing I want to do is take it up to that next level and maybe do a full cage build. The
Okay.
problem with that is, there's a lot involved in that. So those kind of episodes would have to be broken up into 3 or 4 episodes because there's no way I can, sometimes those take me a month to build. Um, so um, I see that in the near future, and there's a couple of other little things I want to pull out of my sleeve. I really like doing the interviews, so I want to start reaching out to people that do other stuff that still revolve around what we do.
Hmm.
I loved watching Eliza Ann making T-shirts and
Oh
showing us
yeah.
that. What a cool episode! I mean, who would ever thought Now I want one of those darn things. So it's stuff like that that enrich the community, and I'm hoping to get. We have another a new person that comes online. Ironically, she has the same name as the first trash picking beautiful cage maker, and her name is Stephanie Page too. She just made an
Trash
awesome
picking
cage,
beautiful cage maker.
right? I mean, what? How else do you say it? That's what she did. She picked the trash and she made something awesome.
Kiki for short.
Kiki for short. So another girl named Stephanie Payne who's also made an awesome cage. I know Eliza Ann is working on the cage right now. So I know that we've motivated other people to do this stuff. So I want to start involving. I don't want it to just be about me. I want it to be about us. So hopefully we can shoot for that in the future.
Yeah, I
You know?
agree. I agree that season two is going to be an expansion as we start to include more people from the community,
Yeah.
what they're doing, and we discover uh, what more people, more minds are conceiving of, and that I know is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. We can take, there's things I'm sure everybody out there is going, well, I would really like to do this. That's kind of how I came up with the fog machine reservoir. Is I was like, I'm tired of freaking filling up buckets, and I've got 3 or 4 buckets under, and I just started farting around. I came up with that. I know you guys got ideas like that. Okay, you've done something in your personal life that's made your chameleon keeping easier, enrichment, all of those kind of things. So I really want to push that envelope, and I'm going to start reaching out and snagging people, Bill.
Okay. All right. Oh, well, I am wearing the DIY guys, Chameleon guys
And
t-shirt.
I am
What
wearing
is
the
that?
shirt of
Oh,
Bill.
goodness. That is like ridiculous. What do you,
This shirt is going to Madagascar, buddy.
all right.
Huh?
For all the viewers who don't know, show us the shirt again.
All right, let me step back so you can get the full effect.
All right. So what does it say down there?
At the bottom it says, "What is the best kind of chameleon tree?" And it's a ficus with Bill's face on it.
All right,
Huh?
people. This is because I, at one point in my life, made the mistake of saying that, yeah, I don't like ficus that much.
And of course, ficus is James's favorite tree. So James, he can't let it go.
There's apparently a whole lot of ficus lovers out there
Huh?
that just
Huh?
won't let it go.
Right?
Oh.
Uh,
All right. Well, James, you think we have any homework for the people out there until we come back to see them again?
yes, we need to start taking pictures of what we're doing and contacting me. Huh?
And how do they contact you?
You can contact me at Crosscuts, CROSSCUTTS at hotmail.com. You can find me on Facebook, James Cross, or you can find me on Instagram on the DIY guys, DIY Chameleon guys, or you can find me at Crosscuts, spelled the same way, _8.
All right. Well, folks, you've heard it from the man. Think about what it is you would like to do in this community, what you'd like to build, and talk to James.
Or if you have something that you just thought of that you're like, don't know how to implement, maybe we can make it happen.
And that would be fun. So, all right. So, James, I think it's about time that
Does
we.
it feel like we're leaving summer camp, Bill?
It feels like we're leaving summer camp.
I
It's
feel like it's like the last day of summer camp. Should we do kumbaya?
well, we can use words of wisdom. You've picked a number of different words of wisdom to leave everybody with, and so you got to come up with
I'm
the
going to steal
ultimate.
one of yours.
You are
Yeah, because
all right,
I'm feeling kumbaya.
and
Go
Bill gets
out, everyone, and be good humans.
all right. I think that's a great one. Thank you very much, James, for the last incredible 40 weeks of fun in the garage.
And thank you, Bill, for giving me this opportunity. And thank you so much for being my friend.
And everybody out there, thank you for being with us and going along this journey with us. You're the ones that make it worth it. This has been a blast.
A total blast.
And we'll see you in February.
No way. We'll see you in Madagascar.
Oh, yeah. Just
I
beyond
am
all
going
the
to be
cookies.
all over the internet
You
that
won't be
month.
able to get away from James in
Yeah, you're
Madagascar.
going to get sick of me then.
Oh, but James, just for me, for old time, I need you
All
to
right.
hear you say,
Just build it.
ah, all right, we'll see you, everybody.